Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Gail Watson, President and CEO of Women Speakers Association, the go-to place for innovative leaders, change agents, and women with a message to connect, collaborate, and grow their visibility worldwide in order to fulfill her mission. As part of this mission, we are excited to introduce you to Voices of the 21st Century, a book featuring a collection of female voices rising up to educate, guide, and inspire. And here with us today is our featured author, Lorianne Vaughan Speaks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Gail. I'm happy to be here.
So excited to have you. I really love your story. Actually, why don't you just share the title of your chapter right now?
Okay. It is In This Gig Economy, It's Never Too Late, Reinvention at 60.
Okay, just the title alone is amazing. And what I love about you and having got to know you over these past little bit is that you are really a bold, you're brave, you're brilliant, and I love your story because I know it's gonna, you challenge the status quo out there. So what I'd love to know from you is what attracted you to be a voice of the 21st century?
Yeah. Well, I know what skills I have, and I have clients that have been referred to me over the last year and a half. But I really wanted to put my voice out there, not only for people to see it is never too late in this gig economy, as well as building a level of credibility for myself as an author and a speaker myself. I never thought I'd ever be a speaker. I've been behind the scenes for the last 17 years. I'm the one that supports speakers, authors, and podcasters. So it's just been a great ride to have all these options and these things that you guys offer at WSA to raise my presence and my credibility out there.
Love it. Now, Lorianne, I mean, one of the great things is I have personally worked with you. You've
Yeah.
been working with, what was the quote that you were just given by one of your clients?
Oh my gosh. I was in heaven for the last 2 days. One of my clients who is very well known in the corporate leadership space spoke to Marshall Goldsmith's office and said, "You need to work with this gal." And she said, "Remember when we go to our meetings and how we all say we need a Lorianne?" And I read this and I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, that was the best atta girl I think I've ever gotten business-wise. It was just amazing.
It's the ultimate compliment, and I couldn't agree more. Everybody does need a Lorianne. You are one of the most efficient people I've worked with. In fact, what you produced was amazing results, overwhelming results.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
When I tell people we had to shut down a program because too many leads coming in, they go, "What?" And now I can just say, "Hey, everybody needs a Lorianne."
There you go. There you go. I love it.
So
It's been a great week, I have to say.
you're terrific. Okay, so back to this, reinvention. This is a really great time for you to step into your voice on this and really empower others to understand that, yeah, reinvention happens all along the way. And, 60 is the new 30 kind of thing. So share with us share with us a little bit more about, your attitude and this story, how it's impacted your life.
Well, back in December of 2017, my author and speaker that I supported, who was a thought leader and very well known, decided to sell her company. She was 75, and I knew it was coming, but, I didn't want to leave her in that lurch. But there I was in December, 2 weeks before Christmas, and I was laid off. So, so I was scared. I mean, 60 years old in Los Angeles. I mean, it's the youth capital of the world, for goodness sake. And within a couple of months, I realized corporate America didn't want a 60-year-old. And I knew I had skills to offer. And so I literally created my own virtual assistance company and reinvented myself as a business owner, and now have 5 people working with me to support my clients. And although I was so scared at first, that closed door opened up a whole new world. And now I'm actually speaking. I'm the behind the scenes person. I'm the detail queen. And through my mentor, Melanie Benson, she got me involved with you guys and just said, no, you have so much to say. And look at me now. I'm an author and a speaker, and it has just been a wonderful start of a new decade and a new story.
Fantastic. And you have the perfect last name to go
I know, really.
being a speaker. Lorianne Speaks.
Yeah, I know. People have said, okay, I realize that you speak, dear, but, could you just put your name in there? And I just go, no, Speaks really is my last name. So, yeah, perfect.
So what do you expect, or what should a reader expect to take away from reading your story?
Well, what I go into is just how that first few steps take place. And what my goal is to motivate those of us that have found ourselves laid off in our late 50s, early 60s, or whenever actually, that this gig economy is actually perfect for us right now. We can focus on our superpowers, as I call them, and just work in a consultant type basis in the gig economy to do what you love to do. And as opposed to the job, you get to pick what you want to do. When you're a full-time employee, if the boss gives you something that you hate to do, you still have to do it. In owning your own business and being in this gig economy, you can say, hey, no, I only love to work with graphics. And so you can just be out there and only offer graphics. It's perfect. It's actually perfect.
You have such a great attitude. And as you're listening to Lorianne right now, and you're hearing her speak, and you hear her passion, and you hear her inspiration, that is exactly what it is like to work with her. When you get on a call, she just keeps you going, and all right, I'm ready for it. No wonder you're so successful and make your clients so successful. And I know you'll be out there for sure rocking those stages, because you're a lot of fun, and your heart just flows right up and out. So it's really, really beautiful. So let's leave our listeners with your words of wisdom to them.
Hey, just do it. Just, put on your big girl pants and get out there and share your superpowers. Share those strengths that will help others. It makes you feel great when you can help somebody else, and yet you're still using your brain. You're not going to, we lose it when we sit there and go, oh, I'm old, whatever. And I do say that a lot, but just do it. Have some fun and go on and do a new adventure. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So I want to thank you for sharing those great words, because, just do it. It's amazing. I think there was some other famous brand that said that, and it really worked for them. So
I can't remember who that could be.
Anyway, Lorianne, awesome. I know there's someone sitting there right now who's going, oh, really connecting to you, and maybe who needed that little push over the edge. What I love about your story is that it's very empowering, and it does give that permission to just do it. So if you're out there listening, or if you know of somebody else who you would like to share or gift this inspiration, what would be fantastic is reach out to Lorianne directly, and you'd be happy to autograph a copy, wouldn't you? Put in a personal little message for somebody.
Oh, heck, make my day, guys.
Go
Ask me
ahead.
to
Go
sign
ahead.
a copy.
So, Lorianne, how can we get that autographed copy from you?
Sure, you can go to my website, which is www.lvsconsultingservices.com. And my email, if you want to reach that, is Lorianne@lvsconsultingservices.com.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Lorianne. And thank you for joining us and sharing
Thank you.
your
Thank
passion.
you.
And to our listeners today, thank you so much for joining in. And please join us again next week to hear from another amazing woman who shares her powerful story. So thank you very much, everybody. And we will talk to you again soon.